uh, but the personal and couple were the highest. I took away the family one because my daughter's in Memphis, and so she's
Yeah.
not here right now.
Hmm.
Um, well, she's here right now, but she's not normally here. Uh, but personal and couple were the most. Couple, and I didn't. This didn't register originally.
Hmm.
Uh, I didn't think that couple was going to be as high.
Uh-huh.
But when I think about it, at the end of every day, after 7 o'clock, you know, my wife and I, we just always spend time doing things together. And it might not even be having conversation. There's shows that we look at. I mean, just
Hmm.
there's just things that we're just together, after 7 o'clock
Hmm.
every night or what have you. The personal time it has grown since the last time I've done this,
Yeah.
uh, because it was not something that I always spent some time alone, but not by myself, right? I'd go into a room somewhere alone.
Yeah.
But this is, this personal piece of it is, by myself, not in the house. May go to a trail and just
Yeah.
chill, whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
But no, that's interesting. I didn't realize that from a couple standpoint.
Well, that's why we do this. Good deal. Appreciate it. Who's up next? Nick, you ready?
So, I mean, before doing this exercise, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I do a pretty good job of all this. But actually, seeing it in front of you, how you carve out your time is kind of like eye opening. Like for me, I noticed that I do a lot of faith and couple time,
Hmm.
but on the back end of that, you lose out on your personal time. I know. I was like, man, why does my personal cup look so little?
Yeah.
And
Right.
so just trying to figure out like how do you balance it all? How do you get in a time where you balance being a couple, but then also having your individuality because what you bring to the relationship and how you carve out that time matters.
Yes.
And so yeah, that was kind of eye opening. But I definitely want to find a way to balance all of this out.
Well, I will tell you. I'll share you my theory on or my thoughts on balance. I was at this seminar for actually at my kids' school. It's been probably about a year or two ago, but we were having this conversation about balance because one of the moms got up. She was like, "Oh, how do I balance? Working and being a professional, but then being a mom and being a wife and all this other stuff." So we were there for the kids, but it sort of spilled over into like her issues at her house. But what come out of the conversation was that this idea of balance, which we hear a lot, is really a myth because basically, whenever you're trying to balance something, it means you have two equal weights on the end of something that are basically keeping them like in alignment. But that's not life. That's not your life. Like you just saw Monday does not look exactly like Tuesday. Tuesday just looks nothing like Wednesday, so on and so forth. And so balance is not the goal. What we're looking for is harmony. Some days will require more of your engagement in the family, and then some days you don't have that much. It won't have that much time uh, demands on you. But that's when you get your personal in. So
Yeah,
the thing is, yeah. So that's what the thing is. What you want is that harmony, so that you have a consistent flow. Because that's the thing. The world is spinning every single. The world never stops moving. Our relationships are always evolving every single day. It's just a series of moments, and how we manage those basically dictates what tomorrow's moments look like. So as you're looking at your cup, when you say, okay, well, yeah, I'm spending a lot of time with the family, spend a lot of time with the wife, but man, I'm looking at my personal time and it's like little to nothing. If you ever have those moments where you just kind of like, man, I feel like I can't get a break, and you don't know why you're feeling that, but like that's inside, that cup just told you why that is. That's just telling you that, look, you somewhere in the week, you need to sneak 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 2 hours somewhere to, like you said, go to the trail, go to the gym, go get you a book, go to Starbucks or something, or go sit out, go sit in a parking lot or something and just clear your head, whatever that is looks out, whatever that looks like for you. But the important thing is that you have that in place and that it's a part of a plan. Because ultimately what we're doing now is we're getting ready to start programming you, in programming your day-to-day experience.
Like, can I add, like that was important for me. Like the whole personal time, because between work, wife, and kids, being a new dad, because that's basically what I am. Like I jumped into it head first, and at first I felt bad for wanting personal time, but then I saw that it was necessary for me to have it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, appreciate it. Let's see who's next. Doc Haskins, you got something to add?
I do. I actually did it. I just didn't do it.
I was hoping you over there ticking along, doing some hash marks
Yeah,
or something.
I still feel like I'm in school, unfortunately. Not because of you, but mentally, that's just where I'm at. But